What's up everyone, Vu of NVU Films, and I am back with another idiotic video for you to watch. And today I will be talking about my video editing setup and of course photo editing from time to time, but mainly video editing because you could pretty much photo edit on most computers. It doesn't even have to be like that high spec'd out. But for video, it is a lot more important in terms of what the computer, desktop, laptop has inside. So for the past year and a half, I've been editing on this Gigabyte Aero 15X9. It's a 4K UHD screen, and it has the i9. It's the 6-core i9 8950, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and an RTX 2070 Max-Q video card. It is an editing beast. The screen is very accurate as well. Also, it is a very thin bezeled screen, as you can see here. But there is one thing that sometimes causes me trouble, and that's the fact that it is a 15-inch screen. And I know a lot of people edit fine on a 15-inch screen, 15.6-inch screen, and I have for the most part. But I have realized that when I plug the laptop in, which is what I do most of the time, to an external 4K monitor that is around 27 to 32 inches, I edit a lot faster simply because I have a lot more room. So in comes the Dell XPS 17, which I recently got. And the reason why I decided to go with the 17-inch is because, well, Dell made an excellent design with this laptop where the screen pretty much covers the whole frame of the computer or the laptop, and that helps me edit faster without having to plug into a monitor. Why is that important to me? It is because I have another baby on the way, which means I cannot just be locked up editing in my office on a dang desktop setup the whole day. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more mobile. I might have to even edit next to the baby, or within 5 feet. I'm gonna have to edit really close to the baby, so I need to be more mobile, but at the same time I want to be productive. And the extra real estate, especially because it's a 16:10 screen, it enables me to have more things on my Premiere Pro timeline. And how does the performance stack up compared to my old setup? Well, it is actually 1 second faster at editing the same 1 minute video that is filled with DJI Mavic 2 Pro 10-bit footage, as well as Fujifilm X-T4 200 megabit per second 4K 10-bit footage. It was mixed and it beat the Gigabyte by a second. This particular model is stacked. It has an i7 10875H CPU. That's an 8-core versus the 6-core on this. It has 64 gigabytes of RAM and an RTX 2060 Max-Q, which is a less graphics card than this, but because of the processor and I guess the RAM, it actually is slightly 1 second faster than the Gigabyte, which is awesome because I was thinking I may not have like the same performance, but I actually have slightly better performance, which is fine. Why do I edit on a PC versus like a Mac? Because Macs are absolute trash and they're super expensive. But actually, I'm just kidding. I actually edit on a PC because I use Adobe Premiere, and Adobe Premiere is a lot faster on a PC than it is on like an equivalent priced MacBook or whatever. And of course, there's a lot better screen on this in my opinion because it's a full 4K screen, 17-inch, beautiful color accurate screen that covers the whole thing. There's like barely any bezel. I have pretty much no complaints. The only complaint I do have is maybe I would wish there was some more USB-A and stuff like that, but I guess it is moving to the future, and it comes with this little dongle that gives you an HDMI and a USB-A port. It has a total of 4 USB-C Thunderbolt ports, which you could pretty much adapt with these dongles to do whatever. So I guess it's not too big of a deal. It has a full-size SD card which is very welcome for a creator like myself who always has to back up footage quickly from my camera to the computer, the SSD, whatever. Also, this particular model also has 2 terabytes of SSD storage. And why didn't I just do 1 terabyte or something less and just have like SSD like on the side? It's because it's just nice to not have stuff hanging off the computer. That's pretty much it, especially if I'm gonna be like sitting on the couch, wherever. It's just nice to not have a bunch of dongles all over the place. So it's good to just have some the editing files right on the computer. I'm ready to go, and I don't have all this stuff all over the place. Obviously, I've not had this long enough yet. I had the Gigabyte for a long time. This was a great computer. The only issue I had with this Gigabyte computer was the fact that the motherboard fried within like a month of me owning it. And Gigabyte did replace everything, fixed everything under warranty. I got it back, and it's been working like a champ since. The fans are a bit loud, but I mean, it's better than the laptop just completely burning up. So, that's fine with me. So far, the Dell XPS, I've had it for a bit now, and I've had it for a couple days, and it's, through my tests and everything, it's quick, it's snappy, and it edits just as fast or a little bit faster than my Gigabyte machine, and it has a bigger screen. And as you can see, like, the best part of it is that it is very tiny for a 17-inch laptop. It's barely any bigger than the Gigabyte 15-inch laptop, as you can see, and it is actually the same size, like vertically. Horizontally is where it's like maybe an inch wider, but it doesn't matter, because as long as it fits in my backpack, which is my main walk around travel backpack, is this Wandered Duo backpack, which is a very small, tiny camera backpack. The laptop sleeve is actually made for 15-inch laptops, but as you can see, I have the 17-inch laptop, and it goes right into the slot here. Just put that in real quick, and the laptop zips right up with the backpack, zips right up with the laptop inside, and there you have it. A big, large screen, 17-inch laptop fitting in a Wandered Duo. So no complaints there. And why do I choose to edit video on a laptop? It's because it's portable. I get to put it pretty much wherever I want. I could connect it to a monitor and edit right off the monitor. And I travel. So I do travel a lot, film weddings, film corporate stuff, and it's good to have my computer with me so I can review footage or even edit there, as well as I do plenty of same-day edits at weddings. So I have to bring my computer to edit at the reception of the wedding. So that's why I use laptops instead of desktops. I understand desktops are cheaper, but it's also just sits there. Can't do anything with it. If I did have any type of small concerns about this computer, is that it only has RTX 2060. I wish it had maybe a 2070, 2080 or something of that size. But I do have an eGPU, which I could use. This is a GTX 1080, which is a 8 gigabyte of memory graphics card compared to the RTX 2060, which is 6 gigabytes. So if I ever need to do anything like more graphically intensive, I could always plug it up to the eGPU, and I could edit like a champ, regardless of what it is I'm doing. Yeah, so if you have any questions or anything you want me to cover regarding this computer, in terms of editing, timeline, so far so good. The screen, even though it's not the new OLED, I think it's a beautiful screen. I just need color accuracy. I don't need anything else, and it's really color accurate. I don't really use it on battery too much, because obviously PCs don't really it definitely throttles down when you don't have the battery on, compared to like a Mac where you could go on battery and it will still be very just as strong as it was when it's plugged in. But you could definitely edit on it, no problem. It's just not going to be nearly as fast as it is plugged in. Yeah, if you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. Just quick short thoughts on this new editing machine that I got here. And till next time, guys, lighten up.